August meeting of the Back Bay Amateur Astronomers will now come to order. And we have our regular vice president's presentation.
Sit down. Okay.
And you can tell us what's coming up.
All right. Thank you. All right. Well, we finally got into the building. The door was open and nobody was here, no security. That's why we were so late. Okay. Let's see if I can find our sheet here. Well, that's the one. That's not the one I wanted.
No, you want to go through NSN.
Which I was just on, and what happened to it?
It's probably a good browsing.
I still logged in. Yeah, I'm still logged in. That's good. Okay, now we're talking. All right. Okay, we got Cornwatch. Oh, let me share the screen so you guys can see it too. Huh? Let's see, where's the zoomy? Okay. Which one is it? This one. Okay. All right. Now I hope everybody's seeing it. Let's see if I can zoom in a hair. There we go. That's a little bit too much. Okay, Cornwatch on Friday. Yep, that's tomorrow. Night Watch and York River State Park. Both clubs are doing that on Saturday. We got Fall Astronomy Day. I don't know how many people are signed up for that, but that's on a Wednesday.
At least two of us.
Yeah, so me and George, I think. Great Navy Camp Out. I'm the only one that signed out when I checked it.
Signed up for everything.
Okay, so right now the Great Navy Camp Out, I think it's on. I know it's on the base, but
it's at Breezy Point Park on
right.
Norfolk Naval Air Station.
But we get non-military can get in, and we get that straightened out. Because I wrote the guy and wrote, I said, well,
yeah, well, no, this usually they just have somebody at the gate to let people in. I'll check with them.
Okay, so if you'd like to sign up for that, that'd be great. And that's on Saturday the 7th. No, that's on Saturday the 10th. Boardwalk Astronomy, Perseids meteor shower are going to coincide, unfortunately.
Well, no, they're not going to overlap.
Well, they're not going to overlap because we're just going to be tired, the ones that go to the Perseids meteor shower. If you haven't been to one, this is a great place, dark sky. People bring telescopes and see things that they've never seen before. This is at Windsor at the Fairgrounds, Heritage Park in Windsor, okay? And the directions and everything are there. I didn't put it out for the general public, but somehow they get the word that we're having a meteor shower, so they come, and of course we accommodate them too. But we've got, I made sure we had the rangers on our side, and they call the police to make sure, hey, there's not intruders in park after dark and things like that. That happened to us a couple of times. Okay, then Boardwalk Astronomy, that, of course, that's in the morning. We're gonna start this about 11, just to get everything set up and get your cots, and mostly just, you don't need any telescopes or anything, but I like to bring my little Sea Star, and Gabriel likes to bring his 10-inch, and we get some good views of stuff, really. So that's from 11 o'clock till about 3 or 4 o'clock. The moon's going to already be down. Moon's not going to be a problem. Hope the weather's good. Boardwalk Astronomy on the number 4 is a good thing. And we had lots of people last. I think we had almost 1,000 people. We were swamped. We were swamped last time. So bring your scope. And I said, there's only supposed to be 6 cars on the boardwalk. And the guy's real loose. He says, if you vet the guy and he's good, he can park on the boardwalk too. So we only had 6 passes the other night. And so I didn't think it was going to work, but it did. Jupiter-Mars conjunction the following morning. I put 4 a.m. I scheduled it for boardwalk again without asking them. So I think we can just drive up, go out to the boardwalk, see the thing, take some pictures, come home. So I don't know if anybody's signed. We could. I'm going to be tired from the boardwalk astronomy the previous morning. So all this stuff is kind of, 3 days in a row. It's going to be like 12 on, 12 off on the ship, because you can't do it very much. Garden Stars on the 15th, and George Hahn shows that. Great Navy Camp Out. That is why is that on there twice?
That's because that's a strike zone. That's a different,
Ah.
a different Navy.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That's
All right.
actually the one near my house. I might make that one.
Okay, good, good. Yeah, please do sign up so we'll know you're coming, and if it gets
I
canceled
sent
from.
somebody an email.
Okay. Oh, you did? All right.
If you go to that calendar, you can RSVP and we'll
Right.
know who's coming.
Here, let me show you. Suppose you want to go to that, and I got the thing real big. You hit RSVP, and let's see who's coming anyway. George is coming for sure, and nobody else is signed up at all. So please do sign up. That's at Strike Zone Bowling at Portsmouth.
To make sure I'm on the.
Portsmouth.
All right, and that's Night Sky Network and stuff. Okay. All right. And if you can't get in at home, we'll get you in here before you leave. Okay. Now, where we leave off. Saturday, Sunday. That's at Elizabeth River Park. We have 11 o'clock. At 10 o'clock in the morning, we start and we show people the sun until about 2, and then we call that a day. But that's a fun activity. A lot of people have never seen the sun. Back to School Bash. I think we got that nailed. They're going to show a movie starting at 8 o'clock. Well, I don't even remember where it is. Back to School Bash. Where is that?
It's in Yorktown.
Yeah. So it's only in Yorktown. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump away. It's supposed to start at 6. They're going to have some, like before the movie starts, they're going to have a couple presentations. So I thought I'd get up there and tell them what we're going to see, invite everybody to the telescopes for solar viewing. And then at night, after about 9 o'clock, we'll see some star clusters and things. So it'll be fun. Okay. Then, so please sign up for that too. Where did we go? Back to school. Okay. Corn Watch again, the 30th, Sky Watch, Northwest River Park, the 31st. It was muggy, but we did get to see a lot of interesting sights. Bring a dew heater because it really, the dew just kills your scope. I have a built-in dew heater on my C-Star, so I'm not worried about it. But please do come to that. Where is my thing? I can't move it over to the next. I didn't mean to close the window. Sorry. Let's try it again. Okay, now this thing's got to move because I just need to move it to the next month. Let me,
Drag it down.
there we go. Where do I get to the next month? Not scrolling. I'll go this way. No, can't go that way. Oh, okay, it's working. It's working. It's working.
Arrows at the top of the calendar. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. September. Can you believe it? Club meeting next September the 5th again. Night Watch, York River State Park again. Boardwalk Astronomy number 5. Please do sign up and come out to the boardwalk. It's a lot of fun. The show. I asked my wife, well, do you want to watch the show? And she goes, what show? I said, all the people that come in to watch our telescopes at Boardwalk Astronomy. It's a show, I'm telling you. There was one guy, how does Jupiter stay up there like that? He was totally wasted and didn't know how planets worked or anything. Okay, the 12th of September is Garden Stars. This is the International Observe the Month, Moon Month or something like that, right? Night, and that's the 14th. Is that ODU again? Is that one ODU?
We don't have a location for that yet.
Okay.
That's the international thing, so I put it on the calendar.
Okay.
Anyway.
Partial lunar eclipse. If you haven't seen one of those are kind of fun. I'm going to bring the C-Star out and we'll capture that thing maybe through some video and everything.
Where's that going to be?
Oh, where's that going to be? I think it's the boardwalk, but I'm not sure. Let me see where I scheduled it. I forgot. I put TBA because I wasn't sure. We could go to the boardwalk again, but I got to get permission to make sure. It's still TBA, but that's all scheduled for Tuesday. So you guys don't work, right? So it's no big deal. All right. Well, for the retired guys, we don't care, right? Oh, is that right? Oh, heck. I hate when work interferes with our hobbies. That's not right. Saturday, Sunday, the 21st, again, Corn Watch, York River, Sky Watch, York River, Northwest River Park, again, on the 28th. Is there any questions to anything?
Jeff, Tammy begged me to ask about this. You and her had talked about at the picnic doing something at the Falls Cape State Park.
Yeah.
September. But she sent an email in on one of the, like the info or something. It hadn't gotten any response. She wants to be able to publish it on their website.
Okay.
But we need a date. I think that you came up with one, but I don't
Yeah,
see
we
this
did.
calendar.
I don't think I set it up. I've forgotten.
Yeah,
So
no problem.
I'll give her a call, and I know the ranger there, or I got the number for the ranger at
Yeah,
Falls Cape. So I'll set it up for
Yeah,
September.
otherwise I'm gonna have to keep listening to it. So. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
One thing that's not on our calendar, but is available if you're interested, the third Friday of every month, they have a viewing at Fort Monroe, near the campground. If you go to Fort Monroe, instead of going to the building, go to the left out along the coastline, and there's a campground or KOA camp or something there. And they set up in the parking lot and have public come in and look at the stars.
Yeah, did y'all hear that out in the peanut gallery?
Yeah,
Out there in Zoom land? Did y'all hear it? Hello?
No, didn't hear it out here.
All right, well, come on over to George and say it again.
Something that's not on our calendar, but it's available. Bob Berline told me that people on the peninsula get together on the third Friday of every month at Fort Monroe. And Fort Monroe, along the ocean there, is pretty dark. And it's not at the fort itself, but it's up along the coastline near the campground. So if you're interested, the third Friday of the month, anybody is invited to come.
Can we put that on to Groups.io, or is there something on Groups.io about it?
Good. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, George will put it on Groups. I'll see if I can stick it on calendar too. We'll try to make it every third Friday. Okay, I'll try to stick that on there every third Friday. I better make a list. Okay, anybody else? Okay, I've stopped sharing and George is up again.
Okay. Thank you, Jeff, Mr. Vice President. Okay, time for the Secretary's report. We had a brief meeting at the picnic. Do we have any minutes from that meeting?
Yeah.
Would you like to read the minutes?
I make a motion, we dispense the reading of the minutes.
Well, you weren't there.
You weren't there.
How can you move?
No, your motion is denied. Motion denied.
Look, Jeff, you're gonna get a short one. You're gonna get a short one.
You're gonna find out what happens at a picnic.
Hey, we didn't have our meeting here July 13th. Everybody knows that, okay? We had our annual picnic at Elizabeth River Park, and we had about like 22 club members, not including families and friends. I mean, there's a load of people there. Yeah, and the rain was invited. I mean, really but you know, it didn't stop anything, didn't stop anybody. George was still grilling and getting soaked, but it was great. We all had a good time. Let's see, we didn't have a secretary's report or a treasurer's report. We were all eating. Jeff Goldstein, he gave out the July and August calendar events. And other than that, we'd have no old business, new business, because everybody's eating. We did have some observing reports. Several members, they saw, they observed things like Cygnus Wall, several nebulas. Jeff Goldstein, he captured Pluto with his S50 that he keeps telling everybody about. So, you know, I'll hit him up about this. And we gave out door prizes. And you know what? There was like 5 laser pointers that were given out. We had out tickets. And you know what? There's guys here that had those pointers. And you know what? They just give their ticket, redo it again. You know, that was great. That was, you know, really great from club members doing that for others. But that was it. It was, again, we all filled our guts, and it was a nice picnic.
Great. Thank you, Eddie.
Thank you. Do we have a motion to accept the minutes?
Second.
Second, okay, it's moved and seconded. We accept the minutes. All in favor, say aye. Opposed?
Except for Rich.
Opposed, Rich?
Short.
Minutes are accepted. Okay, Rich, your turn. Treasurer's report.
Treasurer's report. All right. Am I sharing?
Yep.
Not yet.
No, not yet.
I had to click one more extra button.
There
No.
it is. There it is.
All right. So we got $11,400 across all the accounts. That is a decrease of about $3,500 from the previous month. That's because we paid out both scholarships. So $2,000 came out of primary scholarship and $1,500 out of Georgie June, but we still have money in both those accounts. Other than that, there really wasn't much activity. We had 5 new members join this month, so that was pretty good. And the dues that came in with those members pretty much paid for the money that went out for the picnic, because that was the only transactions we had was new members, picnic, and then that scholarship check. That's all I got, unless there are any other questions.
Any questions?
Didn't sound like it. All right, I'm out.
Okay.
We moved to.
Do we have, okay, it's already been moved. Do we have a second?
Second.
Accept the treasurer's report. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Treasurer's report is accepted as read. Okay, he mentioned the scholarship. We did give out 2 scholarships. I didn't write down the names of the people that got the scholarships, unfortunately. But we also were asked by the city of Virginia Beach to take over the Nick Anderson scholarship, which was $2,500. And that was awarded. We had 4 or 5 applicants, and one young man stood out above them all, and he got the scholarship. Logan, I can't remember his last name. Anyway, so we've given out 3 scholarships this year. So for a total of $5,000. The $2,500 did not come from our treasury. It came from Virginia Beach. But it worked out very well. So do we have an Alcor report? Mr. Oh, question.
When you said Virginia Beach asked us to take over the scholarship, are they asking us to finance it too, or just to award it?
No, just to award it. See, this was something that was done through Plaza Middle School planetarium. Planetarium director there, Chuck Dibbs, was the honcho behind it. Well, he's no longer the planetarium director there, but they still have the money set aside for this year and next year. So after next year, it's up to us to decide whether we want to continue it or not.
Okay.
But they have the money set aside, and it has to be some student who attends a school in Virginia Beach, whereas our other scholarships are available to any school in the Tidewater area. Any other questions? Yes.
So when you said the Tidewater area, does that just mean this side of the water or the other side?
No, that could be both sides of the water. Hampton, Newport News, even up to Williamsburg, Portsmouth, Chesapeake, Suffolk, Virginia Beach, Norfolk.
Out of state, right?
It can be used at whatever school they're going to go to. Yeah.
Just for high school students.
I was asking because my brother recently graduated high school and he's going to college up in New York. So.
Okay. The question, did you guys out there in Zoom land hear the question?
I was able to determine what they probably were by your answers.
Yeah. She asked, is it available to just the south side or both sides of the water? It's both. Okay. Now, Bruce, do you have an Alcor report?
Do I need to come up there?
Yes, you do. Astronomical League Coordinator,
Mike doesn't pick it up unless you're.
Bruce.
So do we have any new members here for the first time tonight? Yes, no, maybe, no. Okay. All right, then I'll save you the first the earth cooled and then there was Alcor speech. So no awards for the reflector June 2024 came to Back Bay Amateur Astronomers. The last one was in the March issue, which was Jonathan Sheets, who got the Planetary Nebula. So I'm still leading from behind in terms of getting the AL awards myself. But anyway, all the AL awards posted here. I have rumors that Jeff Goldstein has been submitted. So we'll probably see. Jeff, which award is that?
That's the Gold Solar Eclipse Award.
Okay. We'll see if you pass the inscrutable eye of the Alcon.
You guys can still get the silver award. I was going to talk about it when I get there.
Okay, cool. All right. So please speak about that and how you work to earn that and turn it in. And then the Alcon 2024 was held last month in Kansas City, Missouri. And I'm sure we'll see a nice recap of that in the December Reflector magazine. Anyway, is there anybody not getting their Reflector magazine? Everybody that's a member should. Okay. All right. That's all I have.
How often they come out?
Quarterly.
Quarterly.
Quarterly,
I thought it was 4 per year.
How does one go about submitting or getting on there? I mean, you didn't receive any awards for us because nobody submitted something. What do we have to do?
Oh, okay. Well, you want that pitch too? Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've never done it.
Okay. What I can do real quick, can I share somehow?
Yeah. Go to the Astronomical League website, which is astroleague.org.
So how do I share?
You have to go back to you. Back to Zoomy.
You got a lot of windows open here, Jeff.
Yeah, I know. Hit the Zoomy button.
Is your life?
I hit the Zoom button right there.
Is your life a lot of windows? I'm sorry. Zoom workplace.
Look at that.
Help, Jeff.
We lose the thing. You see Rich's face?
Yeah.
Yeah, click on that.
Click
There
on
you go.
Rich's face. There you go.
Look at my face.
We're using your face as an icon.
Specifically, click the window first.
Click the window.
I would if this crappy mouse would work. I'm blaming the mouse.
You are screen sharing.
Always blame the
Very good.
equipment if you can't do it yourself. Okay. So now
How'd you get the
where'd my site go? All right, never mind. I'll just do it again.
Astronomical.
Be quiet from the peanut gallery. All right. So in answer to your question, finally,
Yeah. Accept or reject or whatever.
the Astronomical League website has multiple observing awards. Okay. So basically, let me see if I can find it real quick.
Observing program division. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Alphabetical. Okay. So there are numerous observing programs, and I think which one did the BBAA author? Planetary Nebulas.
Planetary Nebula.
Yeah. So anyway, everything on here is something that you can achieve. There are programs on here for kids for Sky Puppy. You do not have to have a giant telescope. You can do some of these with binoculars. Here's the Binocular Master Observer Award. So we'll just go with that one. And basically, there is a administrator. So this one is administered by David Whalen in Georgia. And then it has the requirements and rules right here for you. What the requirements are in terms of equipment and number of objects generally. So you have to complete at least 8 of these observing programs. There they are. And here's how you submit for certification, which is generally through electronic files or paper. During the pandemic, I made the executive decision not to let or make everybody go through me anymore. I would rather that you submit directly to the Astronomical League. Because if we're all professionals here, we all work, we're all adults. If you're under 18, then I want to see your results. But other than that, submit directly and just let me know, okay, that you did, so that we can make sure that you get your recognition.
I recommend that you don't try to start with the Master Observer Award because you have to do 8 other awards before you can get that.
Don't do that one. So take it from me, as a total failure in the globular cluster program, which I'm very proud of in a bizarre kind of way. Find something easy to do first. Crawl, walk, run. I tried to run and I fell down flat.
Well, let me see your results and tell me what they said, why it wasn't acceptable.
Yeah.
And I'll go try to go above
You'll
their head.
bat for me as a
Yeah, I'll
master
go to bat
observer?
for you.
Okay.
When I first started in astronomy, I started on the Messier Object Award, 110 objects. And I got so frustrated. I couldn't see those things. Because you have to train your eyes to see those dim objects. So I said, well, I'm going to start on something I can see, and that's the moon.
Yes.
So I was the first one in the club to get the Lunar Award. It was fun. Identifying 100 objects on the moon, naked eye, with binoculars, and with a telescope. And I submitted that, and I got the pin, and that's just sort of cascaded into a bunch of people in the club getting into the Astronomical League program.
Does that answer your question?
That's perfect.
Yeah, all of this is actually very well documented and codified. It's basically merit badges for adults in astronomy. That is what it is. Go for it. Yeah, you'll get a nice pin out of the deal.
Get a pin and a certificate.
And
suitable for framing.
yeah, I got a lanyard with all my bling on it. When I'm on Zoom, I shake it around at people. So
And bragging rights.
Yeah,
Bruce, out here in the, I got a question for you guys.
uh-oh.
I have gotten 2 of them, actually, maybe you can see them, for outreach. The outreach and the stellar, but neither were recorded in the magazine. So everything in the magazine is not actually happening.
Okay.
I mean,
Well, that's a little odd.
It is.
Well, send those to me and I'll send them in to the Mid-East Astronomical League coordinator, Merrill, who does all the stuff for the East Coast, and we'll try again to get it in there.
I mean, it's not a big deal to me, but I mean, as far as the prestige for the club that you were just mentioning it.
Yep.
Do you want me to scan these and email them to you?
That's fine. Yep. And then
Okay.
we'll send them to the Merrill people and tell them to get hot. Okay, that's all I got.
Hey, thank you, Bruce. All right, do we have any old business to conduct? The only old business I know of is those shirts over there. We still have a bunch of shirts. The sizes aren't all that great. I mean, you've got a few mediums. I think a couple larges, a couple extra larges, a couple 2XLs, and a 3XL if you really need a big one. And I have one sweatshirt and a couple medium East Coast Star Party t-shirts. So, if any, that's the old business that I know of. Anything else? Yes, Sam.
So I mentioned it to Sean a while back. I don't know if he brought it up or not. But I know during our Eclipse event in Fort News, there was a lot of people curious about when we do events over there again. And even the library that we did it at was curious about doing events over there. I have no idea if Sean brought it up or not, but it's.
At the Newport News Library?
Yeah.
No, okay, I haven't heard of anything, them asking for any requests, any events.
Send them a form and they can ask us.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, we'll reach out. We'll reach out to Newport News Library, and if we can accommodate them, we'll do it. Okay.
About East Coast Star Party in October.
We do have a date for the East Coast Star Party. in October is the weekend. It includes Halloween. And I don't have the calendar in front of me, but I think it's the 31st and the 1st and 2nd of November. 31st of October, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of November, I believe. So plan on that. Put that on your calendar at Chapokes Plantation State Park and pray for good weather. All right. Any other new business? Well, let's go right on into observing reports. Has anybody been observing anything lately that you want to share? Well, we had a good sky watch this past Saturday. The sky was not as dark and clear as I've seen it other times at Northwest River Park. It was a little bit murky and hazy, but we were still able to point out the constellations. We saw the reddish star Antares in Scorpius, and saw some double stars, Alberio, and another double star, I believe in, was it in, what was that? I didn't see it, but somebody else had another double star. I can't remember which one it was. At the, we had about 17 telescopes there. That's the most I've ever seen at Skywatch. 17 telescopes, and a couple telescopes were brought by families, little toy telescopes. Well, they work, but we'd call them a toy. And so between Jeff and me and a couple others, Kent Blackwell, we helped them get their finder scope at least somewhat aligned with the telescope itself. And one mother came to me and said, I've got something in my telescope, but this should be something. What is it? I looked, and it was the coat hanger cluster, which is CR399, also known as Brochi's cluster. And it was so cool. She had it perfectly aligned. I don't know what this is, but so then I got it into my telescope and I showed her, see, that's it. Yes, Bruce.
Yeah, so my observing report is a great big shout out to Jeff Goldstein for helping me take the first pictures with my new C-Star 50 telescope. I have been avoiding astrophotography like the plague for 40 years and starting this hobby, but these are the first outdoor astrophotographs I've taken since 1981. So big thanks to Jeff. Well, we have a special electronically assisted corner of Skywatch now. We're only electronic telescopes.
Yes. I was set up. I had my little manual short tube 80 refractor, and I was surrounded by C-Star S50s with between Jeff Goldstein, Bruce Powers, and Josh Waddell. And I said, I'm going to have to go buy a C-Star just to fit in. So whenever you see the outhouses, that's where they are. Jeremy, did you say anything of import on Skywatch?
I saw the importance of dew heaters.
Yes.
Because every time I tried to look at anything meaningful with my 12-inch dot, I saw all the stars around what I was looking for and a big nothing in the dead center of the thing. So,
yes. I didn't take my dew heater, and my scope was totally soaked. My finder scope dews up. My objective lens has at least a shield on it. It didn't dew up, but when you can't find anything, you can't see it either. So yeah, I had the same trouble. Anybody else who was, yes, David.
I made an attempt to photograph the space station.
Oh.
I should say that once upon a time, like a decade ago, I had my 15-inch obsession. I manually tracked it with my Telrad on movie mode, so you'd see it jump. It looked like a fly.
Yeah.
I got enough actual pictures with enough pixels. This is back a decade ago, but I got reasonable answers. So I was very confident that now I have a 12.5-inch scope. It doesn't have as many pixels. I'm photographing at prime focus just with my camera right in the eyepiece. it was overexposed. There was like 15 pixels for the full width. So it was a total failure.
Oh, no.
I did get pictures though, but nothing. I wanted to get the Starliner attached to the space station.
That's relative, that's a very ambitious, trying to catch the space station in your telescope and especially on film.
Yeah, on my last attempt, you could see the solar arrays, and you could see some significant features of it. So I was overly confident that I'd be able to achieve that.
Using a DSLR?
Yeah, Canon. Shooting 60 frames a second movies. Yeah, it looks like a bug flying in the. I gotta get sorry.
Yeah, we were happy to see 2 passes of the International Space Station at Skywatch, 90 minutes apart. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I did it the day after. There was one pass that went just almost right overhead. Last month.
A couple of us got to see the ring nebula.
Yeah, the ring nebula. Yeah. In 13.
That's right. Yeah, the Ring Nebula. We had globular clusters, M22 in Scorpius, in Sagittarius, and I don't know. Did you ever get M4 in Scorpius?
No,
I couldn't get it. It was too hazy. It was too hazy.
South all of a sudden. It's
Yeah.
real bad.
Yeah, and
M92, I think that was in Hercules, right?
yeah, M92's in Hercules. I got Alberio, and I showed them some other stars. For some those people who are just brand new in astronomy, a star is amazing. To see a star in your telescope, for us, they're boring stars. Double stars, not so bad, but single stars, not so much. Okay. Any other observing reports? Okay, what have you been looking at lately, Eddie? Taking pictures of?
Well, really one night, let's see, I was trying to get SH2-219. It's a
Sharpless.
it's a dark nebula.
Dark nebula, sharpless, yeah.
It's, having some time with that one, just trying to get enough stacking going on right now. So nothing really coming out with that, but just staying on top of that right now.
Well, how do you focus on a dark nebula?
Well, I've got autofocus, and I'm using ASI Air, the Air Plus, which really helps. I mean, the focus on that thing, you focus on a star, you just go with that thing, and everything just pinpoint. With guys like myself who wears glasses, I need something like that because I cannot focus.
Yeah, yeah. It seems hard to me too.
Oh, yeah.
It wouldn't be a dark nebula unless there were some stars.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, it's a shadow on the background of stars. Okay, if there are no other observing reports, we'll go into, I forgot to mention tonight's door prize. I've actually got, I was going to give these out for door prizes. I've got 5 sets of lithographs from NASA, solar system, planets, Triangulum Galaxy, Galaxy UGC 2885, Rubin's Galaxy, and Interacting Galaxies, ARC 147. So instead of just taking those door prizes, I'll just ask who wants one. Anybody want one? Okay, one for Sam. I know George wants one. Here. Right? There you go. Anybody else? Here, 2 more. Yeah, use them around. There you go. Now, our door prize is this book. Nice brand new book, Night Sky Explorer, Your Guide to the Heavens. I don't know what happened to our picture because I keep getting Jeff Thornton.
It's there. It's okay. That at least you'll see it.
Click.
On the right there. It's okay for the meeting being recorded. I forgot to cut it off.
I don't know why. Usually the speaker shows up in the big picture.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's
So
not.
View speaker.
Oh, there you go.
That's all
It's on speaker. So Jeff Thornton is the speaker today. Okay, anyway, our book is The Night Sky Explorer, Your Guide to the Heavens, which includes a planisphere, ta-da, and a star guide. That's what they call it. It's got a lot of information about the planets, stars, and not sure what they call the star guide, but it's, oh, there you go. There's your star guide. This shows the constellations and a little bit of information about them. And so we will have the drawing for that a little bit later. I'm going to go right into Jeff. Jeff is going to tell us a little bit about the transit of Venus. If you notice this yellow t-shirt I'm wearing, where were you on June 5th, 2012? I know exactly where I was, on top of Mount Trashmore, with a bunch of other people showing pictures or looking for the transit of Venus, a little dot going across the face of the sun. And so Jeff is going to talk to us about that.
I do have a video when I interviewed some people, and you may recognize some people in the video. I hope you do anyway. Let's see if I can find them again. We got the solar eclipse. Yeah, that's right. Thought I had it on here, but I guess not. Is that me? No. It's public storage E. I think I have lost it. Mine used to say TCC. I see the drive in there, but it's not. We'll plug it. See if I can.
It's on the DVD.
No, it's on the jump drive. Try it again.
Oh, when I checked my jump drive, I checked.
Okay, it's all right. Get the thing to fit.
Need a hammer?
This is way down at the floor level, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not very convenient for us old guys.
Yeah, I'm telling you. All right.
You are.
Okay. This is the one right here. Venus transit. And let me see, I'll start it and then I'll stop it because I haven't shared it yet. All right, you recognize that guy? We do. You guys can't see it yet. Just a minute. That's right. Okay. Now we got to share with audio because it's got audio in it. I don't know if yet. You think so? Because it used to be old Zoom, you had to click share with audio. Okay. Okay, here we go. And let me know if you're hearing it, hearing audio out in the Zoom land, okay? Okay, you're in the movie. With no sunshine. Thank you. Thank you very much. And what do you have? Are y'all hearing it out there in Zoom land?
Yeah, Derek is nodding his head.
Okay.
Whole thing. Cloudy, darn it. I'm going to say that. Okay. Yeah. What do you have to say about this whole thing? Oh, I can't wait to see it. When's the sun going to come out?
He's the astronomy teacher at Ocean.
It's all clouds.
Astronomy teacher at Ocean Lakes, I think.
Stop me for a second.
Okay.
It was totally cloudy
Yeah.
until 5 minutes before the transit began.
Looked like there was no hope.
And it cleared beautifully.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Yes.
So I'm trying to, interview, and somebody stopped me saying, "Oh, I had a student of yours when you were teaching."
Oh, man. That's cool. That's great. No, she's still corporate nanny. I think 4 more years, but
We're gonna try to stick it out. That's exactly right. It was exactly 4 years after that. Okay, we got a lot of people here. I'm taking interviews. I'm taking interviews. Anybody want to be on the video? It looked like Chuck Dibbs over there. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's Chuck. We'll interview you guys. How's it going?
Dave Anderson, Mr. and Mrs. Anderson, parents of a former planetary scholarship winner.
Great, congratulations. Oh, it's not you. Oh, I see. Okay, good. Well, so how do you like the transit so far? Not quite there yet, but we're getting there. Okay, thanks. Well, it's a good crowd out here anyway. All right, let's keep our fingers crossed. We're going to see the sun.
You saw my cell phone for a second.
Oh, I didn't concentrate on you. Okay, I got some actual video of the, if I can find it, of the transit here. And I don't even remember what camera I used or anything. But we had an award. I can cut this down so I can talk a little bit. Oh, wrong one. Audio. Yeah, take a look. There. We had a Venus Transit Award, and I applied for it. A few other people. You had to calculate how many diameters of Venus crossed the sun, and then from that you figured out how far Venus was or something like that. And I think I missed it by 10%. So it's astronomical league awards are very satisfying. You learn a lot. You really do. So let me see if I can get the audio back on. So I can't remember if this is the beginning or the end.
That's the beginning because it only went part way before sunset.
That's right. And I got a picture of the clouds, a very weird picture. Let me see if I can go to that one. Let me run it faster. I'm running it faster now, see? All right. And let me see if I can go to the next one. I can't see my transit too. On one of these, I got the clouds in there too. There we go. So you can see it's getting cloudy, and Venus is up here at the top. So I'm running it fast because this is all kind of boring. Once you see the transit, that's great. Now, if you want to wait till the next transit, I think the next one's at
2112.
21. Yeah, it's like 100 years from now or something. It's terrible. You're not going to wait? Oh, okay. You know.
December 2117. I'm sorry.
2117. Okay.
That's so bad now.
Yeah, that'll work.
That's not it. There's one. I guess it's a still or something that I captured. Let me see. I didn't cut it off. Maybe it was the last one, huh? Well, we were lucky to see it. I know that. And the transit of Mercury, I got that award. So let me see if I can talk about this next award for you guys. There's an award for you guys, but you probably don't know about it yet, right? So that was right at the end of that last one. Maybe it's this one here.
That's your sunset.
What is this bar across? Is that a cloud? Yeah. See how cloudy it was getting? What's that bar?
Looks like a jet trail.
Well, that's a thin cloud there.
Remember, Jeff, you used to make them with your airplane in the sky.
Well, we were lucky to see it. I don't know if we would have seen it as good if we were any place but on top of Mount Trashmore. We have a question. Yes.
Okay, so that little dot, that's
Venus.
That's Venus.
and the big thing is the sun.
Sun.
Okay, how come Venus is not moving?
Well, it's moving a little bit. It took a while for it to cross.
Oh,
It's moving because the sun's moving, Venus is moving. I don't know if they were moving in opposite directions or not, or maybe they were moving together, kind of. I think that's what it was. So it took a long time for the transit. Yeah.
How long did the transit take?
I don't know because
We didn't see the
it
whole
was,
thing.
yeah, we didn't see the whole
Sun
thing.
went
We just
down.
saw the beginning because after the sunset, California could still see it.
But it was several hours.
Yeah.
Several hours, yes.
So what I wanted to tell you guys was you can still apply for the total eclipse of the sun, even though you weren't in Waco, or even if you were in Waco, you can still apply for a silver award. So I thought I'd try to show you what that is, the silver award, and maybe we'll have a bunch of people from the club get it. I applied for the gold. I did it the hard way. It's like, well, I wrote my thesis. That's the hard way to get your master's degree, right? I wrote that, and I did this the hard way too. So let me see if I can find out where the thing is.
You had it.
I had it up there.
Right window.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Right. Okay. I'll share this in a second as soon as I find it. Yeah, that's Sky Puppy and Solar Eclipse Observing. All right, here we go. Now I'll share this screen. I gotta do it this way, huh? Oh, am I still sharing it?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys seeing the solar eclipse observing challenges out there in Zoom land?
We're just seeing your files.
Oh, you only see the files. Okay, wait, I'll have to stop and start it over again. I thought so. Okay. Now, how's that?
Better.
Okay. So
That did it.
it says here, Solar Eclipse Challenge 2024, deadline October 31st. And that's an important date for us because remember what October 31st is? East Coast Star Party. So you got to get this in before East Coast Star Party. Now, how can you apply when it's already happened? Well, here's the awards. A silver certificate will be completed. You don't need to be a member of the AL, but everybody here is. Successful submitted will require completion of Total Eclipse Experience checklist. So let me just show you what that looks like. It's not very bad. You know, I fill this out in about 15, 20 minutes. Are there any planets visible? When in your case, if you didn't even go to the thing, you can still get it. That I should have shown you in the other place. You can still get it because you'd say no because it was only partial. Any change of behavior? No, it was only partial. So a lot of people can fill this out even though they didn't see the total eclipse. So you can still do it. And let's see. What time was the first contact, start totality, and things like that. Latitude and longitude, and if you're in person or you describe the source. So you can quote me on mine if you want to, and I'll be a good source for you to take a look at. So let me see if I can go back to the other one. All right, observe the eclipse directly. This is for silver, directly using your eyes or equipment and report 4 contact times and detailed description of each phase. Remote imaging is allowed. So you can even use remote images. All right, you cannot travel. If you cannot travel, observe the partial phase that you can see, report as much data and description as circumstances allow. So you guys can still get the silver award, but you don't get the pin, it's just a certificate. So I'm hoping I can drum up some business from the club here that everybody at least try to get the Total Eclipse award and a silver. I applied for the gold, and look what you have to do for that. You have to calculate the Saros cycle, and it was a big thing. It takes 6 months worth of data of moons, you know, when the moon ascending node crosses the ecliptic, and it was very difficult. So I will present that when we get the award and everything. I'll show you what all I did. I gave you a partial thing of the Saros cycle a few meetings ago. So at least you have that. At least you know what it was about. But it was very important for me to get this because I'm just the right nerd and have just the right technical knowledge to get myself and learn something, even though I'm an old guy. It was a lot of fun. I hope you guys try it too. Now we have another shared experience to do. Does anybody have any questions about that? Okay. And Bruce wants to talk about his experience, right? Let's see if I get him set up a little bit. Huh? So that's mine. So where are you, Bruce? You have to.
I'm on the desktop.
Oh, you're on the desktop already? Okay, I'll see if I can figure out where you are here. Oh, that's me. I got to close that down. No. I don't know where it is.
There it is.
This one?
Total Solar Eclipse in the lower left.
This?
Just minimize the action.
Oh. What happened? Minimize this or close that. Download Zoom. All right, I got to close that too. I know. We're going crazy here trying to get it set up and try to make the meeting. I don't see you, Bruce. On the desktop. Oh, it's one of the icons, huh?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Let me just close this down, man. You don't need that. All right.
Desktop. All right. Check. Now I'm going to be challenged. Right. There it is. Yeah.
I share the screen.
I will. All right. Can you all see in Zoom land?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So brief introduction. This
Maximize the screen.
All right, brief introduction. So this is Jacob Daniels, my trip to Indianapolis, Indiana on April 8th for the Total Solar Eclipse. I tried to kind of replicate what I did in Boise, Idaho in 2017, and I had multiple cameras. I wasn't trying to concentrate so much on the Sean Lozier approach of you have to look at the telescope the whole time. So I don't like that. I prefer to take pictures of people's reactions and what's going on around me. So the first shots are through just a regular camcorder looking at Jacob and myself, and then it transitions to a GoPro video, and then it goes to a Canon camera that's at about 600 millimeters, focused on totality, and then the reverse order back out. So there's basically 3 different camera angles going on that I tried to record, what was going on around us. There was actually a lot going on. We were at a fairgrounds just northeast of Indianapolis itself, and there was a lot of fireworks going off. There was a very nice Hispanic gentleman in the field next to us, who I'm convinced was either very drunk or very high. So you'll hear him exclaiming in Spanish. I have no idea what he said in Spanish, but it was very emotional for him, apparently. So anyway, yes. So anyway, this is 17 minutes long. And if you get bored, just give me the hook and I'll go away. Okay, but there's no music on this one. I thought the audio in itself of the Hispanic guy exclaiming in various forms of things in Spanish that I don't understand, I thought was interesting enough. Okay. Let me know if you can't hear the audio. I'll turn it up.
There's a risk that Bruce might be responsible for the first X-rated background responder.
How do you up the audio? It's already. Oh, I see it. It's here. Okay.
Hope it's not too loud. If it's too loud, you hit that.
Camera going, and we're going. It's a good video. We had our special eclipse glasses going on. So this is the GoPro video.
40 seconds. Observe Umbra approach.
So I used the Solar Eclipse Timer app on my phone to cue when to do things.
Seconds. Hands on camera filters.
I found it very useful because I forgot a few things. It reminded me when to do them.
20. Remove camera filters.
So we were away from a fairground with about 500 people.
10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Glasses off. Glasses off.
To the right. To the left.
It's dark.
Oh, look at the inside.
You'll find out. You'll find out.
No, Venus on the right.
Yes.
Venus
Yeah.
on
On the other side?
left.
Okay.
Jupiter and Saturn. That's Venus and Jupiter. And Jupiter.
Now I can only see 2 planets too.
Yeah.
Look at the corona. That's the atmosphere of the sun.
We had a lot of high clouds, high cirrus.
Whoa.
Atmosphere of the sun. It's the corona.
Did you see shadow bands?
Venus is to the right.
Oh, it's good. Is it Kenny?
GoPro did a good job.
It is. The audio's going.
No, it's moving. It's moving.
No, it's actually not.
19, 20, 21,
Yeah, but
22.
it's
It was
not-
moving.
It's not moving.
Yeah, it was. I was watching it.
Is it advancing?
Yeah. That's 40, 41, 42.
Yeah, but I was sitting still for a long time.
Setting off fireworks?
Yeah, it was weird.
Look, there's some red on it. Take your eye off.
It's not advancing, Jeff.
Look at the far left corner. 4 minutes and 6, 4 minutes and 7, 4 minutes and 8.
I know, but this is frozen.
Well, the sun's holding still.
I don't understand what's happening. It's not just the time. This is not moving at all. Oh, God.
Glasses off. Glasses off.
All right, I'm gonna force it a little bit, okay? I think we're having memory problems on this very expensive computer. All right, so now this is just the camcorder, not the GoPro. So you'll hear the audio kind of repeat. I didn't, Jacob was really, really worried about the solar prominence, but I assured him that it was all okay.
Yeah, those prominences were cool.
Yeah, they were.
At the bottom,
Yeah,
at 3
we
o'clock.
saw it. Okay, now it's advancing.
Naked eye. With the jet dust.
You can see in the background, it looks like sunset.
Yeah.
Sunset all around when you look all around.
Use the birds.
Yeah, they set off a lot of fireworks during totality.
Sure they ain't shooting at the sun.
I don't know what was going on.
Was it not, a few minutes before this, I was terrified that my wife was going to say, we drove all this way for this, but at that point, oh, this is great. Let's go to the next one. Well, honey, it's in Europe, so.
Yeah, Spain's the next.
Look, there's some red on it.
Watch this. This is you were so worried.
You want to make sure it's properly.
Bruce, I can see your camera blinking. Are you doing time lapse
Yeah.
on your other camera?
I'm just shooting footage.
90 seconds.
So this is the telephoto now.
Seconds. Tell me where I can keep up like that.
All the birds flew back in their trees. All the birds were moving, and they all went to their tree.
For 60 seconds. Observe for shadow bands.
Ooh.
40 seconds. Observe umbra approach.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
30 seconds. Hands on camera filters.
Yeah, my sensor's fried now.
20. Remove camera filters. 15.
This is the first time I'd ever done this.
8, 7, 6, 5.
That's the crowd in the field next to us.
Glasses off. Glasses
Oh, I see. To the right. To the left. That's whoa! Look at it inside. Yes. Yes. Oh, that is gorgeous.
He was either high or drunk or both.
Jupiter and Saturn's. That's Venus. That's Venus. And Jupiter. And Jupiter. Look at the corona. Watch the atmosphere of the sun.
That's about 600 millimeters.
And look on this. Whoa! See the atmosphere of the sun? That's the corona. Venus is to the right, and Jupiter is to the left. Oh, it's a good picture, can I? Oh, you can even see everybody there.
So you can definitely see the sun drifting. It moves. I did not have this on a drive. It drifted. He is the star of the show. That's the prominence.
You can see look, there's some red on it. Yes, it's a prominence. It's coming out of the sun.
See two of them. See the bottom? You can see the one about 4 o'clock.
What is the prominence showing off the sun? It's like a flame. It's like fire.
Yeah.
See at the very bottom.
So he's talking about this prominence right here. This is the brightest one. You can definitely see the others, but this is the brightest one.
Yeah, that's real bright. No.
So I apologize. I had to reposition the tripod because of the drift across the field.
Look at that. There's a giant prominence right on the bottom in like the 6 o'clock position. I know. That's a sun coming out of the sun. Yeah.
I already saw it. Sorry. I had to reposition. So it was actually about 4 minutes of totality.
All right, here it comes. Here comes the sunrise. Sunrise? Look over there. See the sunrise coming in? That's the edge of the shadow. Look. Oh. Oh, maybe you're supposed to put your glasses on. Yes. Now? Hold on. Oh, really? Nice going back.
So I just had a little screw-on filter that I put on the telephoto.
How many times does this happen?
Now the birds are singing again, I can hear them.
I actually did practice this in my front yard a couple of times. My neighbors are like, "What are you doing?
45. Observe umbra exit.
Leave me alone." Mad scientist at work. So this is back to the GoPro aimed at the sky. This is the end of the eclipse from that angle. So yeah, this is Venus on the right. Jupiter was pretty obscure.
Yeah.
Frozen again. Dang it.
Thanks for showing this, Bruce. Some of us, like myself, I couldn't figure it out.
There's a lot of driving.
So I have to check my glasses or something.
I know. That's something coming out.
It keeps freezing. I think this thing is running out of memory. I don't want to start from the beginning though. I'll just advance it manually.
Here comes the sunrise. Here comes the sunrise.
Yeah, it's frozen.
Piece of crap. Coming in, that's the edge of the shadow.
So Jacob informed me that that humming sound was a golf cart going by. I thought it was like a sonic disruption caused by the shadow advancing. No, it was a golf cart. Yeah, this thing is running out of memory. Anyway, so that's what the end of the eclipse looks like. And then, yeah, this thing is running out of memory. I'm going to force it a little bit. Force it from the beginning. Wow. Anyway. I'm sorry. The video card on here is on the old side. Anyway, that's what the end of the eclipse looks like from that camera angle. And then we've got some, you know, wow, that's exciting.
You guys are jumping up and down.
Yeah, my video card is really hosed here.
Yeah,
So
it is.
we're running out of memory on the video card. Anyhow, so you got the totality perspective, and I got 3 cameras running. Anyway, yeah, so yeah. So yeah, 3 cameras, and then the guy talking was the Total Solar Eclipse Timer app, and that really helped out, and I didn't forget everything. So yep. So anyway, sorry the memory ran out, but
Thank you very much, Bruce.
You're it.
Great.
That's
Very
it.
good. Very good. That was an amazing consolidation of 3 different cameras and 3 different views that really encapsulated the whole eclipse. It was great. Okay, well, it's time for our door prize drawing. Sam left, but she left me her coupon for her pit ticket just in case she wins. So we're gonna shake them up. Did everybody get a ticket? Yep. I'll let George pick one.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. And the winning number is, I'll just read the last three. 898.
Wow, I missed it by one.
Oh.
898.
898, the winner of the Night Sky
Very
Explorer
good.
book. Well, does anybody want to add anything to their eclipse experience? Yes.
I want to say, I watched the eclipse from Trashmore.
Uh-huh.
And I was overjoyed with that partial that I
You
saw.
got a partial eclipse, 86% or something like that.
Yes, it was wonderful. It got a little chilly. It was different. And I was on Wavy News 10 for an interview.
Oh, that's
They interviewed you? All right, cool. Wait, we have a special celebrity tonight.
Celebrity, yeah.
Yeah, it's really interesting when you experience an eclipse, especially the fact that it does get cooler with temperature drop. I was at Attica, Ohio, and the temperature dropped about 10 degrees. Everything got quiet. The birds stopped singing, and it went to a twilight, and it was obvious.
George, even here, I bunch of people on my deck in the back, and it was, like what she said. I mean, we had a shadow come over, and I'm sitting there, hey, can you guys see this? No, and I had my telescope going, I had my camera on it, had my little laptop here, and I had my temperature set like I always do, like 30 degrees, for all the time. And it got up to, I mean, when I first started, because it was so hot that day, it was like 40 something, it's like 43, it just stayed like that. And it dropped down 10 degrees. I was telling them, don't you feel that? No. And I'm like, look, it dropped down. So yeah, we did get something. It was cool. Noticeable.
I know what you mean by they're getting quiet, because I have my son's house up in Oberlin, and even the grandkids got quiet.
The only thing that didn't get quiet was that Spanish guy.
Having a good time.
Okay, anybody else have any comments or?
Good chat, maybe that's a comment.
Let's see, is there something in the chat? Let's see what's in the chat here. The video was awesome. Yes, I agree. Very good. All right, well, if there is nothing else to add to tonight's meeting, we'll get out to about 10 minutes early. Yes, question.
Can I join today?
Yes, you can. The dues are $23. It lasts for the year, and one of us can take your money and get your name and all the information. And our treasurer is the one who will actually send out sort of like a welcome packet and give you some information. All right. Any other questions or comments? All right. It is 8:51. Meeting adjourned.